What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Game of Thrones video. So if you're new to the channel, please drop a like, please do subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and welcome here at Superheronexus. We absolutely love Game of Thrones, and we're going to talk about something a bit different today. We're not talking about the leaks, we're going to talk about possibly what might happen in an upcoming episode. Now, of course, the fact this might contain spoilers as well, so I'll let you know when there are spoilers for the leaked part. I'll keep that towards the end. But the biggest thing, possibly the biggest thing that hasn't happened yet, in my opinion, for Game of Thrones in all of its 7 seasons, is the Cleganebowl. Now, the Cleganebowl is something which everyone has been hyped for, and if you don't know what it is, I'll just let you in on this nice little thing which everyone has wanted for quite some time. Well, the Cleganebowl is pretty simply to put it. It is the Clegane brothers absolutely going ham and killing one another, or killing one of them and one standing at the end. Now, that is something which has been teased for quite some time. Obviously, at the tourney that Robert Baratheon put on, we did, of course, have poor old Loras Tyrell suffer the rage of the Mountain as he seemingly, as Littlefinger put it, possibly cheated his way out of actually winning against the Mountain. The Mountain, enraged, beheads his horse and then proceeds to try and kick the shit and possibly kill poor old Loras Tyrell. Well, if he cheated, you know what, cheaters never prosper. And, well, you know what happened to him. But, of course, as well, we saw the Hound face off against and try and stop his poor old, or I'd say poor old, but stop his ridiculous brother from actually killing Loras Tyrell. And, well, there's something which has been kind of in the works for quite some time. These brothers never had a great relationship, of course, and one of them was seemingly having to dominate and be the alpha in the relationship between the two brothers, with the Mountain pushing his brother Sandor into the fire and, well, creating the scars that he has to this day. And, well, if there's no reason to absolutely hate your brother, well, then it's probably, obviously, being pushed into the fire is one of them. And, of course, poor old Sandor then went on to suffer the kind of horrible tasks of having to follow Joffrey around and kill poor little kids and do a number of horrible, horrible things. And if you thought they were so horrible, I'm not really sure why he actually did it. If he hates absolutely everyone, why did he stick with that? Maybe it's due to loyalty. Maybe it's just for money. But of course, Sandor has had some sort of kind of redemption throughout the seasons and has somewhat seen the error of his ways and is now looking towards the Lord of Light and seems to know, and, well, as we saw in the preview for episode 6, that, well, it's not looking good for everyone, and he knows just exactly what's going on. Whereas his brother, on the other hand, has suffered a fate that is seemingly worse than death. Now, obviously, in the books, we had the weird sort of guard who looked after Cersei that came new to the court, and never seemingly explicitly said who that is. Now, a number of people did seemingly think that that was actually a zombified or a quiet version of Gregor Clegane, which led to everyone thinking that they might actually go forward and have a fight. Now, of course, in the whole prophecy scene, which was a very interesting scene with, of course, a young Cersei, well, one of the prophecy was that when your tears have drowned you, the Valonqar shall wrap his hands about your pale white throat and choke the life from you, which Valonqar in High Valyrian means little brother. And it says, well, it says the Valonqar. It doesn't say your Valonqar, which means, obviously, it could possibly mean Jaime Lannister, who is a younger twin by a matter of minutes. And as well as this, it could also mean Tyrion Lannister, but it's open to interpretation just as the prince that was promised prophecy as well. So, that then means that we could actually have this kind of Cleganebowl, where now we know that, obviously, there's going to be some spoilers here, So just for 1 second, just about 10 seconds, the Hound is on his way to King's Landing. So that could possibly mean that, well, this could actually happen, and that the brother could kill her for whatever reason. Now, the way I see it, I think that at King's Landing they're going to have some sort of King's Moot Part 2, and what we're going to have is all of the players in the Game of Thrones who are still around, the big players, will meet, as was predicted possibly in some of the leaks, and it looks like it's definitely going to happen, and Cersei seems interested in this, in the fact that what they will do is they will actually see, of course, that there is the zombified version there, and I expect possibly that the Hound will possibly be very, very angry at Cersei for what she's done to his brother. She couldn't just let him rest in peace, of course, in his fight against old Oberyn Martell, and Qyburn has literally just gone, you know what, I'm going to go zombify this motherfucker, and I can't imagine that the Hound would take that too well. So what he then does is he probably loses it and actually tries to kill the zombified version of his brother, and then later on proceeds to actually kill Cersei in the finale, which I'm not too sure if that will actually go down like that, but I expect that we will probably actually see this go down. We will see the brothers fight each other finally, and the Hound will actually let his brother rest in peace. Finally, will Cersei actually die? Well, that is something which could possibly happen, to be honest, and having her finally die will actually lead and proceed to everyone being able to actually finally focus on the main threat, which is the Whites and the White Walkers. So that's it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.